Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today we are doing a reading for you for the energy around the new moon in Libra. So the new moon in Libra starts a new lunar cycle. It takes place on October 6th, and the new moon is a great time for like fresh starts and new perspectives. Libra is about balance. So we are going to look at new projects, new things coming in here for you, Virgo, or, the best way for you to set some new intentions. So let's get one of these cards for advice. And we have meditation for peace and serenity. And this makes so much sense with a new moon too, because we have, and especially at this time, because we have like 6 planets in retrograde. So it's a really great time to just kind of sit in peace and relax and kind of reflect. A great time for reflection and to set intentions. Meditation for peace and serenity. You can see here he's in water. That's to represent like emotions and maybe your intuition. So it's time to tap into that. It's time to get into that. It's time to take a moment, take a pause, and really check in with yourself and where your emotions are and kind of where you want to be and where you want to go. So let's put that over there, and then let's get some cards here, Virgo. I want to get 3 cards for you, Virgo, for the new moon. Can we get some cards? Can you let us know for Virgo for the new moon in Libra? What does Virgo need to balance out? What are messages for Virgo? Okay, take this one and one more. Oh, and that one really wants to come out. 7 of Swords. That's interesting. Okay, very nice. So we've got the King of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands reversed, and we've got the 7 of Swords. Okay, so first of all, I'm just really drawn to the 7 of Swords that came out because Libra is an air sign, and it's about balance. And I almost feel like the 7 of Swords is kind of an imbalance because either you're doing something strategic or somebody is doing something kind of behind your back. I don't know if this is intentional. A lot of times it is. Like they just don't want you to know what's going on. So this is a message for some of you. If you feel like somebody is saying things behind your back, going behind your back, whatever situation this is in, like it could be a work situation, it could be it could be a companion situation. Just be aware of that. Like if you've had that feeling, here is a confirmation of it. And Libra is kind of a time, this could talk about the past too, because Libra is really a time to look at working with other people. And I've got the King of Cups over here. The King of Cups is often considered kind of like he's on his own island in his own world. But he certainly has a boundary up around him because he is in control of his emotions, and he just doesn't let a lot of things shake him or worry him or affect him. It doesn't mean that he doesn't care. He does very much care. He just does not go and kind of fly off the handle like the Knight of Wands would do upright. So this is a lot of kind of restrained for you, Virgo, is kind of what it's feeling. So yeah, definitely going back to this meditation because there's not and King of Cups as well very much talks about emotions and kind of getting those under control. And I wonder if, because we're coming out of Virgo season into Libra, Virgo is all about like putting a plan in place, right? I wonder if that you need to like really check in with your emotions and bring in some more passion to whatever you're doing, because we're going to balance some things out. Truth is going to be really important for you. What is it? The day after new moon in Libra on October 7th, Venus moves into Sagittarius. Venus is about freedom. And I almost feel like there's some restraint here, a lot of restraint. And I almost feel like you might, with all of the planets in reverse, it almost feels like you need to self-restrain. Like, if something upsets you, calm it down. Think about it. Meditate on it. These things may not be intentionally set to upset you. And that's why I feel like the Knight of Wands is in reverse. It's kind of like, okay, I know that like you want to explode here in certain situations. Like you hear about something and it's like, whoa, you want to react. And this is just like, hey, Virgo, it's time to just calm down. It's time to chill. It's time to find peace. It's time to, if I said something about this maybe being in the past, that you felt like somebody betrayed you in some way, it's probably time to like reflect on that and forgiveness. It's time to forgive that. Yeah, so it's just like really very kind of chill energy for you, Virgo. It's very much of a being very intentional, thinking things through, understanding, like having some empathy here, that understanding that everybody has their own perspective, and this person who went behind your back, like they may just have been acting for, you know, what was in their own self-interest. And of course, you act in your own self-interest as well, right? Sometimes those things can come together, but don't be overly like people-pleasing. Really kind of put yourself first and understand that they're kind of doing that too. They're putting themselves first. And you know, because we have swords here, if you discover it, it's certainly you can be very intentional with telling them how that makes you feel. And how, you know, because I feel like there could be some turmoil here, but it really is part of your growth, and maybe growth with this person and growth in your relationship. Because you could be feeling upset that they didn't come to you and tell you something. You need to express that to them and let them know. And then they can, you know, tell them, well, you know, you kind of felt like you had your own thing, or I thought you would be mad at me, and then you can like go and grow with the relationship from there. So I feel like the balance here for you, Virgo, is a lot of emotional balance, just because of this peace and serenity and the King of Cups. Like the King of Cups is all about emotional balance. And then also, you know, it's confirmed here with the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands reversed is going to be then slowed down and not go off and fly off the handle in any certain direction. It's just like I'm just feeling very serene, very peaceful, very kind of, let's be methodical and think things out, especially when information comes in and it may not be the full truth. It may not be the full story. Like just calm it down, don't overreact, and go from there. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.